Hi everyone, I am Lori B.R. Montejo from Department of Secondary Education, major in English. Hi dear my dear learners, it's English time. So in this episode, we will be learning and familiarizing what is active and passive voice. For you to learn more about this topic, just keep on listening. So now, before we start to our discussion, I will first introduce to you our learning objectives for you to be able to first, differentiate active and passive voice by using graphic organizer. Second, you will be able to identify the sentence using active and passive voice. And third, you will going to share with the class the importance of studying the correct foundation in constructing a sentence form. Alright? So now before we start to our lesson, we will first have our prayer. Yes, Aliyah, can you lead a prayer? Amen. So, how are you today, my dear students? Oh, good to hear that all of you are okay. So now, can you please take a seat and I will be checking your attendance. Oh, very good. There's no absent for today. Give a hands to everyone. Very good. So now, we will be having a review. So, what was our last topic? Yes, Steve? Very good. And what is all about? Yes, Stephanie? Very good. So now, before we proceed to our discussion, we will going to have a guesting portion. So, I have here pictures and you are going to give descriptions about the pictures that I am holding right now. So here's the picture. So the first picture that you will be going to guess is this. Yes, Steve. Very good. You guessed it so well. So second picture. Yes, Gian. Very good. So, here's the third picture. Yes, Chloe. Very good. So, the last picture that you are going to guess. Here. Yes, Shana. Very good. So, all of you got a correct guess to the pictures that I presented to you. So yes, based on our activity a while ago, all of you have the idea what was our topic for today. So now, we will define what is voice. So, voice is the quality of a verb that shows whether the subject is the doer to or the receiver of an action. So now, there are two types of verbs or active voices. First is the active voice, and the second is the passive voice. So now, we will going to define what is a active voice. So now, active voice, it is used to indicate that the subject of the sentence is the doer or the action or the one who is performing the action. For you to learn or familiarize or understand what is active voice, I have here a example. So first example is that Philip painted his entire room. So as you can see in the example, Philip is the doer of an action or the receiver of the action, which is he painted his entire room. So you understand? So in our second example, Mom cooked the breakfast. So as you can see in the example, Mom is the doer of the action, which is she cooked the breakfast. So I have here the third example. Shena explored the famous spots in Korea. So here, in this example, you can see that Sheena is the doer of an action, which is Sheena is going to Korea to explore the famous spots. So there. So, did you understand, everyone? What is a active voice? Oh, very good. So now let's proceed to passive voice. So now, what is a passive voice? Passive voice is used to indicate that the subject of a sentence is the receiver instead of the doer of an action, where the passive voice is created when the subject is acted upon. So first example, here it goes. The oranges are bought by him. So as you can see in the example, we will see here that receiver is the doer of an action, which is the oranges is the action or the doer of a receiver, which is him. She is the doer of a action. So now we will proceed to our second example. The mail has been sent by them. So in the example that presented there, so we will see that them is the doer of reaction, which is they sent the mail to them. So yes. So in our last example, she is helped by me, which is in that example we will learn that me is helped by her. Me is the doer of a action. Oh, did you understand what is active and passive voice? Alright, very good. So now, for you to learn more, I have here a further resources for you to learn more what is the difference between active and passive voice. So now, we will going to exchange the sentence in an active to a passive voice. So now, in our first sentence, Bia presented an excellent presentation. That is a active voice. So as you can see, the doer is the receiver of an action. So now, how are we going to transfer it to a passive voice? So now, here, the excellent presentation is presented by her. So now, in this example, as we can see, the name of Bia is not there because we exchanged it to her. So which is her is the doer of a action, which is she presented an excellent presentation. So now, in our second example, here it is, which is the active voice. So the visitors enjoyed the party, which is, as we can see in the example, that the visitors is a doer, which is they really enjoy the party, which is the action. So yes. So now we will be exchange it to the passive voice. So now the party was enjoyed by the visitors. So as you can see in the example, you can see that the visitors is the receiver of an action, which is they enjoyed the party. So yes, you're really listening so well. Very good. So now I have a picture to present to you the other example. So now here is the active voice. So here it is example again. Wild penguins attacked my sister. As you can see in the examples, the action is the receiver and sister is the doer. The penguins is the doer. So yes, there the penguins is the doer by the action, which is the penguins attack the sister. Yes. Now you will proceed to the passive voice. So now the passive voice is this. My sister was attacked by the wild penguins. So there, my sister is the subject and the penguins is the action. Because as we can see in the example, the penguin attacked my sister, which is the subject, which is the receiver of the action of the penguin. So, very good. You listen well to our discussion. So now I will group two into two groups accordingly. Each group are tasked to differentiate active and passive voice. You were given 30 minutes to make an activity, and after that, we will be starting our presentation for your activity. So now, the first group is the boys, and the second group is the girls. So yes, each group will differentiate active and passive voice by using graphic organizer. So later on, I will present to you the graphic organizer for you to have the idea and for you to have the sources for your activity. So now, first, I will be giving to you the criteria for judging. So first, cooperation, 25%. Relatedness to the topic, 25%. Creativity, 25%. Teamwork, 25%. With a total of 100%. So now, I will be presenting to you the group activity for you to have and for you to make in the graphic organizer. So here it goes. So did you see the presentation of your group activity and the graphic organizer? So can you make your activity now? Your time starts now. Oh, very good! You presented your activity. Excellent! So all of you got the perfect score. So keep it up, everyone. I have here a questions for you to answer, and to the one who participates to all our recitation, we will receive a extra points. So now, the first question is, when can you say that the sentence is an active or passive voice? Yes, Rose? Very good. So now, our second question is, what is the importance of studying active and passive voice? Yes, Chloe. Very good. Let's give a hand for Chloe. So for our last question, how will you change the sentence from active to passive voice? Yes, John. Very good. Let's give a hand for John. Oh, all of you have an excellent idea and you truly understand our topic. For you to discover more your understanding, we will be having a assessment. So kindly have a one-half sheet of paper, and you will going to identify active and passive voice. Write A if it is active, and write B if it is passive voice. So here it goes in our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, kindly pass the paper in front. Oh, very good. You got a perfect score. Very good, everyone. So now, we have another activity. Please get again a one-half sheet of paper, and you are going to differentiate the active and passive voice. So here it goes in our PowerPoint presentation. So again, pass in the front your papers. Very good. You again got the correct answer. Oh, very good, everyone. You really did a great job. So very good. So now, for you to discover more your understanding and learnings, even though we are at our home. So now you will going to compose a sentence using active and passive voice, and you will going to try to differentiate active and passive voice and two sentences and give its example. Did you understand? Oh, very good. Thank you everyone for today. Thank you for listening to our topic. You really did a great job. See you again and have a good day everyone.